Welcome to the NT454 Ed.
Mike D3213 here.
From We Are Sports, game days of 2020, NFL draft prospects. We're on the safeties. Last and final one. Woo-hoo! Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, unless you guys want to see punters and kickers, let us know in the comments below.
Yep, I'm sure they do. All right, Mike, here we go. We're down to the final range here. Down to the final bit. Let's start with a man who was ranked number one for a while, and now he kind of went down. Let's start with Grant Delpit.
Did Grant Delpit run a 40?
No, he did not.
All right, so that right there, right off the bat, speed concerns. You don't run a 40, you're hiding something. But one thing I do like about Grant Delpit, he's from LSU, so they produce good products, and he's big. He's 6'3", 213. He's a playmaker in the middle of the field. Can play free safety, strong safety, and even can play some snaps slot corner. And he has a nose for the ball. He's a natural playmaker. The only thing that concerns me a little bit, I mean, it doesn't show up in the highlight tapes, but people are talking about it. He sometimes struggles to tackle, which is concerning at the safety position. It's concerning at any position. If you can't tackle and you're in the NFL, that's just a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Look, here's the thing with Delpit on me. I think, honestly, to be 100% honest with you, I think he is the same speed as Xavier McKinney. I know they're raising concerns that he didn't run a 40. I truly think he's the same speed. His man coverage is probably the best out of – this guy can cover, some receivers. You know, as a man, he can play man. He can play zone. He's not better at – I mean, he's not the best zone corner – safety in this draft, but he can play zone. He can get a lot of interceptions, 50-50 balls. He can win them. He makes a lot of deflections. I think his tackling's not bad. I really think they're sleeping on his tackling. I know he made some errors. He hits pretty damn hard. He's very flexible, which is good. He's good at cutting off routes, and he can play the deep route pretty good. Yeah. He didn't run a 40. He does raise concerns. We know that. Again, to me, 6'2", 6'3", depending on the website you look, they waddle back and forth. I take the bigger guy that I know can cover as a safety. And I am certain that his tackling is decent or good enough. And I honestly rank his tackling amongst the tied with McKinney and Davis as well. And I think he lays the wood when he can. Well, let's move on to the next one. Xavier McKinney, go ahead.
All right, Xavier McKinney, 6 foot, 201 pounds from Alabama. What did he run? Did he run a 40?
Yes, he did. He ran a 4.63. 4.63.
All right, so that's you'd like to see a faster 40 than that. He's another guy you can line up in the slot, play some linebacker. He's a weapon as a blitzer, but he's not as good as a coverage guy as Grant Delpit is. But I do think McKinney is a better tackler than Grant Delpit. I think he's more of a guy that's going to help in the run game, play some linebacker for you. Every once in a while, sack the quarterback because he's one hell of a blitzer. And
yeah, I love them both. They both get to the quarterback.
If I had to choose one, I'm taking the guy that I know that can lay a hit, and that's Xavier McKinney. I'm not saying Delpit can't be taught and improved, but I'm taking McKinney if I had the choice.
Even once, I'm actually trying to find something real fast. Here we go.
Yeah, my notes are all over the place. I had stuff written down, but it's on my computer and now.
It's been getting crazy. All right, look. For safety, an average speed is a 4.55.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so he ran a 4.63, so it was a little bit below. I just wanted to find that because we were figuring out what's it, 4.55. He ran a 4.63. I mean, it's not bad. But again, the game's developing. Honestly, they're moving it faster, so it's a little bit concerning to be honest. But he can hit. He can hit, and he's good at getting to the quarterback. Look, here's what I got for him: 6 foot 201. His coverage is definitely a little bit lackluster compared to Grant Delpit for sure. Not a good man guy. Much better. I think he's a much better zone player himself. A little bit better of a zone coverage guy than Grant Delpit. So if you run a zone scheme, this may be your guy. His ball hawking, his deflections, not so much there. He is much more. My computer just died, which is very unfortunate because I had the list. But look,
I told you he's a run stuffer. He's a tackling safety. He's an old school type of safety.
Yep. So again, I mean, he's going to be one of those more downhill kind of guys.
He did have 3 interceptions. He had more interceptions than Delpit had.
Yeah, which when I was watching his guys, I'm sorry I'm moving around again. I got plugged in my computer. When I saw him getting interceptions, the one thing that concerned me, I'm sorry I'm going to put you down. The one thing that honestly concerned me about him was a lot of the interceptions were thrown right to him, right? Rather than him going and getting 50-50 balls or jumping balls A lot of them were thrown to him, or he was just in the right position at the right time. But again, not knocking Xavier McKinney at all. He's a good safety. I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah.
Do you have the Nets guy by any chance?
Yeah, I think it's Ashton Davis, Cal.
Ashton Davis. Yep, you're right. Go ahead.
6'1", 202. Now, he is an athlete. He's a very athletic guy. He's another guy that didn't run a 40. I don't know why these guys aren't running 40s, but he's a former track star. So,
track star.
Like we were talking about before, that's a little weird. He wouldn't want to run a 40.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something he's hiding there. He covers,
well, let's start with this, though, too, Mike. Former track star. What do you think of your scout right away?
I think he can run.
He's fast.
Yeah. But
and then he might have been a little bit underwhelming.
He might have been like a distance type of track guy.
Yeah.
He covers a lot of ground in the center of the field. He just needs to get stronger. And how's he cover?
If I can bring up my notes and I'll let you know, there's so many names.
Yeah.
Is there anything on there?
I don't think he covers well. But he had
I'm telling
2
you right
interceptions.
now.
He struggles to get off block.
All right, let me tell you. Here we go. Sorry, guys. There's so many names that we've done in the last few days. That's why I got my list of notes.
Because I got to stream from my computer and I can't go off the screen. So.
All right, here we go. All right. We're talking about the one and only timeout. My screen's still loading up. Ashton Davis. Give me one second. I just got to click over here. My Excel worksheet. I might share this with everybody eventually to show them all my thing. All right, here we go. Ashton Davis.
Tell me how he is as a cover guy.
Not good, man.
All right, that's what I think.
Good, one of the best in zone, though. I got him ranked as one of the top zone covers
so
in coming out.
Can play zone. Yeah, and I figured that because he covers a lot of ground in the center of the field. Not a good man guy. You go ahead, Nick. Got anything else to say about him?
Yeah, here we go. So his coverage is, again, it reminds me of Xavier McKinney's. Wait. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong guy again. Ashton Davis. His coverage is not too bad. I gave him a C-plus man, which is better than McKinney, but a little bit worse than Delpit. And then his zone coverage is better, like I said, one of the best coming out of the draft, tied with Antoine Winfield, who we'll mention next. Ball hawking, pretty damn good. Again, McKinney's more of a downhill, gonna hit you guy. The other two are more coverage guys. Again, not great at man coverage, but a good zone coverage kind of a guy. He can also lay a hit. Not as crazy as McKinney or Delpit, but not terrible either. Pretty damn flexible, but not the greatest again. And he cuts routes basically like McKinney. Deep though, a little questionable. Didn't run a 40 again. That raises concerns. All right, we go on to the next one. Antoine Winfield, go ahead.
All right, Antoine Winfield, 5'9", 203 from Minnesota. Now, first thing, you probably question the size, but the Honey Badger, I believe, is around the same size, isn't he, Nick?
Yeah.
Tyrann
I believe
is
so.
around the same size, and they play very, very similar. This kid's got brilliant IQ. Did he run a 40?
I don't think he did either. He did. Timeout. Yes, he did. 4.45.
All right, so that's a good
Which is
time.
fast.
Yeah, he's fast. He's above average range. He picks the ball off. He knows how to play a football. I believe he had 7 interceptions this year, 3 sacks, 88 tackles. I like this guy a lot. The only thing that I would be cautious about is lining him up one-on-one with a receiver because he's so small. He can keep up with him, but if it's a bigger guy, he's not going to be able to out-position him and out-muscle him.
Agreed. Look, here's the thing about, I'm sorry, guys, this is probably going to be the worst quality video, but hey, we're getting stuff out for you guys. Look, here's how it is, right? You got a man named Antoine Winfield, 5'9". The thing that concerned me was his combine was not his 40 time, but his vertical. He's small and he can't jump, so that's concerning.
Yeah.
Look, he is pretty damn fast. Like we can clearly see in the 40. His man coverage is definitely underwhelming. I got him listed as a worst man coverage guy coming out of here, but very good zone coverage. Same thing as Ashton Davis. Very good in the zone. Decent at bull hawking. Deflections, not so much. He's too small. Pretty damn good tackler. Can lay the wood again. Another guy that can definitely hit. Get to the quarterback a lot. I've seen him. He's very sneaky. Flexible. Cuts routes decently. And decent with deep routes. But again, he's a little small. Can't really get that 50-50 ball. I've seen him win it before. But it's a little bit tougher being his height. And let's go to another name we got. Kyle Duggar. Go ahead.
All right, now the thing with Kyle Duggar is there's 2 knocks on Kyle Duggar. One, he played for a small school called like Lenore Rhine. I've honestly never even. Do you even know where it is? I've never heard of it. He's 6'1", 217, and another knock on him is he's old. He's 24 years old. coming out of. I mean, it's not old, but 24 is kind of old for a rookie coming out of a draft. He's got imposing size and length, elite athleticism with plenty of range. Lurks as a robber and will strike downhill, and he fills lanes well. New age versatility, but the only problem with this guy is he didn't play very good at competition, and it concerns me his age concern. They're like 24 years old. In 4 years, he's already 28 when he's up for a contract extension. Or 3 years, he's 27. Depends on when they extend him. That's kind of concerning.
Yep. Kyle Duggar, again, look. 6'1", 217. Yep.
He ran a good 40. Didn't he? A 4.49 or something like that?
It's 4.49, but he said he was going to run faster. I don't know if he ever had a pro day. I don't know if he ever got it in. If you have your phone, just check that out real fast if you can. Look, Kyle Duggar, he's fast for his size for sure. His man and zone coverage is pretty dang decent. I give him C+ is both there. Ball hawking C+, deflection C+, tackling was a B. Hitting was a B-, flexibility B, cutting routes B-, deep routes B. Look, he can get the 50-50 ball. He's a really good punt returner. He has a lot of versatility. What he can do, he's fast enough. You get him with the right coaching system, and you let this guy lurk around. He could probably, who knows? I mean, he could probably get a lot of stats being that linebacker that comes crashing inside. I'm not saying be a linebacker. What was it?
His pro day was canceled due to the coronavirus.
That's what I figured. Yep. So, look, he can probably get a lot of sacks. You can blitz him a lot. Good, decent in coverage. Again, you're not going to really want to line up man-to-man. You can, but it's not the best option. But zone coverage, keep him in the back of the field, way back, 15, 20 yards back, and just let him ball hawk from back there very fast. If he gets his hands on the ball, like I said, he was a former punt returner as well. Could do a hurting back there with the right coaches. Yeah. Last guy's a sleeper I've been looking at for a very, very long time. I want to mention his name. Tanner Muse, go ahead. What do you got on him?
All right, Tanner Muse, my apologies, from Clemson. I believe he stands at 6'2", 227, and he's a pretty raw prospect all around. I'll come right out and say he's raw. He needs to work on a lot, but he can run. He ran a 4.41 at the combine. That is his upside. He can run. Everything else, we'll have to just wait and see. He's very raw. He's athletic and he can run.
Look, Tanner Muse, man, when I saw his 40, I said, no, I saw him a while ago. I was like, yeah, he's good. Then I saw his 40. I was like, yeah, I should start looking into him. And then I started looking into him, like, no, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Decent in man, much better in zone. Good at, I mean, he can intercept the ball. Gets deflections every once in a while, but he's so dang tall. I mean, a ball thrown up to him, he's going to go and catch it. He's not going to deflect it. He's going to go up and catch it. His tackling's decent. He can hit a little bit. Flexibility is interesting. He can cut a lot of routes. He jumped in front of a lot of receivers, gets a lot of interceptions, and his height definitely helped. Yeah. I mean, he's bigger than a lot of the receivers. And deep route is concerning. He's fast, but I see him get beat too much. You know what frustrates me with safeties? The one rule as a safety, okay, being a coach, I tell my safeties all the time.
Anyone behind you.
Okay? You cannot, the one rule as a safety, do not let anyone behind you. And he lets people behind you. That's the one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
And he does it a lot. I'm a fan of him.
That's why he's the 243rd ranked player.
Yeah, and again, very raw prospect. Yeah. I mean, if you teach him, stay back, don't let no one behind you, I think he'll be fine. I heard that he might be coming in as a linebacker too. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. The vertical scared me, only 34.5. But one more guy I want to tell you that scares me again, that we mentioned before, was Antoine Winfield. Again, combine doesn't mean much. Ran a 4.45, which is fast, but only had a 36-inch vert, Mike. Yeah. Being 5'9", 5'10", that kind of scares me. Not going to lie.
All right, so give me your top three safeties.
Top three safeties are as follows. Del Pitt 1, McKinney 2, and I'm going to go with a long ball here. I know a lot of you aren't going to like it, but Duggar 3. And again, my sleeper, the reason why I put Muse on this thing is because he's my sleeper pick. So, there you go.
Right, I'm going Xavier McKinney at 1, Del Pitt at 2, and I'm saying Winfield at 3. I love his playmaking ability. I hope he can bring that to the big stage in the NFL.
Absolutely, he can absolutely bring it. He's very impressive for his size. And again, the only reason why I'm not doing it is because I'm a little stingy on the way I like to scout people. But that's me. All right, is that all? I think that's all.
Yeah.
Sign off now, Nick G454 in.
Mike D3213. Remember, if you want to see kickers and punters, you let us know.
Let us know. Mock drafts are coming up tomorrow. And stay tuned. And then me and my girl debate.
The live draft show.
The live draft show on April 23rd. Make sure to be there. We'll be there. Peace. The best is yet to come.